Well, hello there, Set Your Soul on Fire. It's Melissa, and hopefully you worked out with me in Pio, and if not, it's very nice to meet you. And one of the best things about being a top 10 coach is getting to know the other 9 coaches really well. And Amy and I have really formed a bond and a friendship over being top 10 the last 2 years. And we talk about our teams all the time and the wonderful things about them and the growth and also some of the struggles that we have as leaders to keep our coaches engaged and wanting more. And so she reached out to me, which I was very humbled, to talk to you about my millionaire mindset. So I wanted to share with you today about, my journey as a coach and how, I hit, a certain rank and went for more, or a certain, achievement financially. And then I went for more, and why, and how I keep that mindset going for me. It starts off with me becoming a coach, period. And I had no intention of this being any kind of, financial gain for me when I first became a coach. It was 100% about just wanting to stay a part of a community and a culture. Shalene Johnson was my mentor, and all of her master trainers were becoming coaches. And so I'm like, I'm in. I love all these people. They're my friends, and I don't want to be left out. So I became a coach. And I just did what I was doing in the gym anyway, which was helping people and holding them accountable, but this time online. And sure as all get out, it started to work and build for me financially. And to fast forward, 3 years later, I was able to retire Mick from his job. So when people tell you that money doesn't buy happiness, I'm here to tell you that's a bunch of baloney. A bunch of baloney, because the day that he was able to walk into his work and say, I'm done. I don't want to work anymore. I don't need to work anymore. I'm going home and I'm helping my wife, was one of the happiest days of his life. And from that day until today, he is like a 6-year-old child on recess. He has so much happiness every single day because of what I built, and now together we build. So first and foremost, get out of your head the people, the scarcity mentality that people have that tell you, well, money's not going to buy you happiness, because yeah, it will. And it may not buy you happiness, but it can buy a whole lot of other people happiness. Mick and I are huge contributors to the Special Olympics because that's just such a special place in my heart. And the more I make, the more I can help. And I'm telling you, that feels so much better than anything that I can do, is to be able to donate to things like that. When I was a newer coach, which in the business was new as well. I mean, I came in when coaching was about 1.5 years old. And a mentor that was brought in from Christine Dwyer, Mr. Craig Holliday, if that name rings a bell, sat me down and said, in order for you to be a millionaire in this business, you have to find 10 people just like you. And at the time I was a diamond, and being a millionaire sounded kind of cool. Mick was still working, but I thought, oh, that sounds kind of cool. I thought, no big deal. I can find 10 people. It's hard to find people like you, right? I mean, you might be sitting at a 1, 2, or 3 star and going, my 1, 2, and 3 star aren't me yet. But you have no idea how many of you are out there. And if you pull and draw back and only reach out to just a couple of people a week, as opposed to really pushing yourself to find you, you're really missing out. I have 2 coaches that I brought on at the end of last year that are, holy smokes, insane with this company. But obviously it took me 6 years to find them. But you know what? I'm so glad I didn't give up, and I kept putting myself out there. How amazing this business is, for them to be able to find me and see the opportunity that their life has changed exponentially, and in return, so is mine and my family's. So I want to show you, or share with you, a couple of statistics that I found that I think is interesting, because guess what? You are successful in this business. If you're a 1, 2, 3 star, you are successful and you deserve a clap. That is huge. You have changed a lot of people's lives. But there's the average person in network marketing, the successful person, and then the millionaire. So check out these 2 stats, which I have right here. The average person in network marketing spend 6 hours a week working their business, right? That's about, if we have Sunday as a rest day, that's 1 hour a week. The successful person works 12 hours a week. So 2 hours, 6 days a week. Would you agree with that? As a successful person yourself, are you about 2 hours a week or maybe 4 hours every other day, right? The millionaire in network marketing on average spends 25 hours a week in the business. Cool, right? Second stat, the average person in network marketing gets about 2 no's a week. The successful person, that's you, gets 10 no's a week. The millionaire, that's me, here's probably 25 no's a week. So in the grand scheme of things, it's double. What you are doing as a successful person, statistically, and what I'm doing, I'm just doubling what you're doing. You're already doing the work, right? You're already doing the work. You have systems, you have skills, you have habits that you're doing already. So it's really not that much harder to take what you're doing and just to double it. I promise you, it's not that much harder. I want you to think about working out. If you worked out for 10 minutes, a day, 6 days a week, if you bumped it up to 20 minutes, it's going to be a little bit hard, a little bit uncomfortable at first, but then it's going to be a piece of cake. And that's going to make you so much more successful. If you bumped it up to 40 minutes a day, 6 days a week, oh my gosh, you're going to die for a little bit. It's going to be really tough, especially if it's max 30 or hardcore or something like that. But you will get used to it, and it will become habit and second nature to you to do that. So my plea to you is to try it. Could you even try it for just a month, to take what you normally do and double it and see what happens? Now, I do want to caution you, it takes 30 days in the rear for you to see your efforts. So you can't do what I'm asking you to do for a week or 2 weeks, but at least 30 days and see what starts to happen. And you can come to me if I am wrong, and you can throw a pie in my face at Summit. If you promise me that you will double your effort in what you're doing right now, and it doesn't start to show any benefit at all, at least 30 days later, I'm gonna let you throw a pie in my face. And you can put it on YouTube, you can Snapchat it, I don't care. But you've got it right here, proof that you can do it. I really truly believe that if you just take the millionaire mindset and just double your efforts right now, you are going to change so many lives. The ripple effect of this business is unbelievable, and you will find your people. In 30 days, you might find one of your 10. If you maybe already have 1 or 2, one of your 7 that you need to find to be able to be a millionaire. Now, to close this, I want to share a story about 15-star day. I was going as a double 15-star, and Summer Tucker there, such a sweetie, was there celebrating being a 15-star. And we were in the limo, and she sat down and asked me, what is your goal, Melissa? In this business, what is your goal? You've achieved a lot, and I'm curious. Is it rank? Is it financial? And without hesitation, I blurted out, I want to make 15, that'd be nice. I want to make $5 million a year. And my husband, after we got out of that limo, was mortified by that answer. And he said, oh my God, you sounded so selfish. And I'm like, are you kidding me? The more money that I can make, the more lives I can change. I mean, it started with my husband, the most important person in my life. And then it, went to my children, who my daughter changes majors every 6 months, and she can stay in college as long as she wants. She can go to any college that she wants. I can afford that. To my 20-year-old son being able to open up his own business and own his own home, thanks to mom and dad, and live, such a passionate life right now, working on cars like his dad did, to now being able to help. I had to make a video, if you can see that. One of my coach's daughters was diagnosed with a rare cancer, and they're battling that, and she's a single mom, and so financially I can help her there. And like I said, the Special Olympics, I can donate so much. The more I make, the more I can donate to them and the more lives that I can change. So don't ever feel icky by wanting to make money, all right? The more money you make, as I'm sure you've heard, it's obvious the more lives that you have changed. And I'm telling you, the number one thing that you can do for the people in your organization is to live by example and to inspire them through your actions. So can you? Will you make some sort of promise to me and Amy that you will double your efforts for 30 days and tell me how it goes? Because I believe wholeheartedly that if you do that, you will get in your groove and you will get out of that rut or out of that mindset that this is cool and get to the point that you become a millionaire or a multi-millionaire in this business and be able to change so many lives. And I'm looking forward to watching it and seeing you at Summit so you can tell me what a difference it's made. It's been nice to talk to you, and I'll see you guys soon.